All right, we're going to talk about section 6.22, and we're going to talk about we're going to interpret circle graphs. Now, remember these circle graphs or pie charts are typically things that kind of look like this, and they have different sections, and each of those sections often represent something different. It's a really good way to look at data because it shows us out of a whole these different feelings about something in particular. So the example that we're going to be using is some imaginary votes for a school mascot. I guess first we should talk about some terms. One thing is that this section right here, we're going to call this a sector. And the entire thing we're going to be calling a circle graph or a pie chart. All right, and in this imaginary voting for a school mascot, we're going to say that there are different things to vote for. We have falcons, panthers, eagles, and cougars. And in this case, we would survey everyone involved, and then we would look at the data on a pie chart. And if we were going to put these things on a pie chart, the amount of votes would correlate to the size of the sector. So, for example, if I made a pie chart that looked like this, and I said this was falcons, our panthers, our eagles, and our cougars, which section got the most votes? And we can tell that easily simply by looking at the pie chart. And we can see that, well, in this case, clearly the cougars were the winners simply because their sector was the largest. And we're going to be doing some interpreting, and we're also going to be building some of our own pie charts. And I want to talk about how we can build our own, because I think being able to see them is a fairly easy task. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. We're going to look at an imaginary survey for favorite school lunch. All right, so our data here looks like this. We have 4 things on our survey. We had hamburgers. We had chicken fingers. We had pizza and grilled cheese. Not a very big vegetarian offering, sorry about that. Now, we are going to then look at how to take these data and put them into this pie chart. And the percentages that we got after we got our data were hamburgers were 10%, chicken fingers 25%, pizza 30%, I don't know why I wrote that again, and grilled cheese 35%. But the question is here, how do I figure out how big these sections should be? Sure, I can guesstimate and kind of make the sizes look about right, but in this case I want to make it more accurate. So I'm going to make a fairly large circle here. And then we're going to need to do some building of this pie chart. We need to do a little bit of math with it. Now, unfortunately, though, you're going to need a tool called a protractor, and I forgot mine. So I'm going to break this video in two. In the second one, I'm going to have that tool, and I'm going to have this video ready to go.